this part right here was fairly easy. This is a simple cube. It just unrolls itself and we could pretty much recreate it. The inside, the volumetric extraction is a little bit of a different story. And again, I'm going to copy this piece right here so that I have a safety copy. I don't really need to do this, but it's sometimes good practice to do it. Okay, so this one right here, what we're going to do is to join all of it together. And I'm going to do it in a way so that I will have a hell of a time with the object. So all of these pieces, it should be all one connected joined object. Okay, now employing the same command, unroll surface, I'm going to select this piece and I'm going to say explode no, label no, and then just try it. Okay, because we know what it's going to do if we label it or explode it. So now if I select that piece and say enter, it gives me something that is all stretched out, and maybe some pieces are overlapping, because I think that's supposed to be a hole right there, but there's another piece right there. Basically what it's doing is to, if you try to unfold this thing, right, and some pieces are joined, it is going to overlap. It's kind of like unfolding a box that will that basically occupy the same space. Okay, so I don't want to do that, so let's get rid of this. Control Z and Control Z. So that way I'm going to try to separate some of these pieces. So what I'm going to do is to take, let's say, these pieces right here. So if I window these guys, right, and separate them out, all I'm doing is to deal with this box, which means that it would be a lot easier to deal with when I unfold the thing. So now when I take this piece and join them, and then I go ahead and unroll surface. Whoops, it's getting too far, I can't see it. Unroll surface and select this piece, enter. It has unrolled it in a way so that nothing is overlapping each other. Okay, and that's what I want to see. So I'm going to move this thing out of the way because I can pretty much use this piece. And all I have to do is remember that that piece came from this guy right here. So it is the corner piece of the entrance part. Okay, I will separate out this piece as well. So I'm going to take this guy right there and see if any other piece can follow along. I think that'll work, because if this one right here, if this one right here overlaps, we'll try to show it three-dimensionally. And normally I don't do this, so I hope I don't get confused. But what that means is that when this gets flattened out, this piece right here, rotate 3D, and this thing there to there, whoops, there to there. From there I unfold that piece and it should go something like that. If I unfold this piece right here, let me get rid of this for now, delete, 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 delete. If I unfold this piece, if there is enough room there, I should be able to, this and this piece will not conflict. Rotate that piece from there to there to there, and it looks like it's on the same line, as well it should, because it's the same length right there to right there. I won't have any conflict, right? So if I unroll this piece as is, it should be okay. If this thing did overlap, I'll probably have to take this piece maybe separately. So maybe I'll have to try to get this thing to, maybe I'll have to do another piece or join it with that piece when I get rid of it. So, or I'm sorry, unroll it. Okay, so let's just take this piece because I think it will work. So that piece, whoops. So select that guy and separate that out. Okay. And then what I'll do is to join this guy right together. Join. And then when I unroll this thing, unroll, surface, select that, enter, and it gave me a piece that, unfortunately it did kind of, it took the unroll in a different direction. Okay, we could explode this thing and get it to the thing that I thought it would go, but to make it easier for us, what I'm going to do is to undo that and redo. Maybe take this piece. Oh, I'll have to explode it again. Explode that, and maybe move this back. Move from that point to recreate that. And if I just try to explode this piece or unroll this piece, it should work. So join this and then unroll that piece. That, enter, and it's unrolled it for me. I don't know why. This thing should have unrolled so that it's more like a flattened box, but we'll show you how to remedy that. Okay, so at least none of the thing is overlapping now, so that, I guess that's a positive. Okay, so now we got this piece left, and of course this piece is going to have some conflicts that, since it's all the inside parts right there, it's gonna definitely try to unroll itself. So we have to think about how to unroll this thing. I kind of get this feeling that if I take this piece, and this piece, and unroll it separately from these two, it will not have a conflict. So take that apart, because this piece right here, it should just bend right over and make this into a flat surface, right? And these two wings right here should fold out this way and this way, so that should be okay. So I'm going to go ahead and join that, and I will join these two pieces, and then go ahead and unroll these guys. Okay. So unroll, surface, select that piece, enter, and it did as I thought it would do. Good thing. Move it out of the way, and then select this piece and unroll. Unroll, surface, select that, enter, and it just flattened itself out right here. All I need to know that this is a cut right there. Okay, so there are all my pieces, the major pieces that I need to create my model. And next I'm going to edit this thing so it will make my life easier when I build this model thing. So that will be the next step.